Hey, what's going on, y'all? So today we got a spiral test hand video, and I'm doing a little voiceover because there was a lot of background noise when I was filming this. So let's just get straight into it. This hand is looking kind of bad, but we're gonna make it work because popper up is insane. Popper up basically says you discard 3, you draw 3, and then you take 1,000 for each. So we're going to do Foolish Burial Goods, sending Rescue, in which Rescue in the Grave is the Reborn card. Taking my time shuffling, and then we activate Popper Up, I believe. Yep, and we discard 3 to draw 3, and then I take 3,000 damage. I believe next I will do Reinforcements. That's a once per turn. I believe it's going to be Super Agent, yes. So this next part is like, so if you activate his effect of Super Agent and then you guess wrong, you just normal summon it, which that's what I did. I just activated it and just assumed I didn't guess it correctly, and then I just normal summoned it. But now I know what's on top of the deck, so that's the important part. Reactivate Rescue, boom, summon Tough from the grave. And from here, since we have 2 spirals, we can make your boy double helix. And now, since we know what's on top of the deck, we can essentially just go for a free summon or a free add. So we're going to get Quick Fix, the God Fix. And then Quick Fix is obviously going to add us any gear card. Any gear. And then we get Big Red to Link Karibo. So this isn't the most insane board that you'll see, but I'm showing y'all 3 test hands. This is probably the worst one. Because to be fair, the hand was not that good, but it'll get better throughout the video. So yeah, Quick Fix is not once per turn, so yeah, we get to keep on adding if he's summoned. And then yeah, we get Last Resort, and then we summon Appaloosa with 3 negates. Pretty solid. And then we summon Sleeper because we have enough materials now in the grave. Yep. Any 3 will work. And then Last Resort from hand will equip. And that is the end board where you have Sleeper 2 pops protection with 3 Appaloosa negates. So it's pretty solid. On to the next.
Hands once again.
Alright, let's see what the next hand is. So this hand's already looking, I guess, a lot better, but it depends. Yeah, so we're going to do Reinforcement, get Super Agent. Same thing as last time. If I guess it wrong, which I'm just going to assume that I do guess it wrong. Or do I even do that? No, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so I activate. I'm like debating. I think I do Card Destruction. Yeah, so I set those 2 so I don't burn my life. Yep. And I draw 3. No, 2. Sorry. So I discarded 2. And these are some good cards to draw, in my opinion. So yeah, we activate Terraforming. Get the only field spell that Spiral has. Just the one. Konami, you should bring it back to 3. So yeah, I'm just gonna reveal what I have set because I'm just playing solitaire. I believe we activate Rest on the Resort. I should. I'm just thinking what the best line would be, and Quick Fix is obviously always the best line for some reason. Interesting, I went this route. Yeah, and then I activate Popper Up, discard 1, draw a card, and I take 1,000. So, and then activate Big Red. Probably gonna, summon Quick Fix, activate Quick Fix, adding as a free card. That's gonna be your boy Drones. And since I guess I did not normal summon, yeah, I didn't even summon the quick fix. Yep, and then summon 2 more drones, and then use the affected drones to stack your opponent's cards. So now you have information of what your opponent has. So now we go into Double Helix, obviously the best card in Spiral. And now since we know what the top card is, we guess it correctly. And then add Sleeper to our hand because we need Sleeper. Discard Popper Up for the quick fix since we have Super Agent on the field, technically. And then quick fix will keep on adding us more and more cards. I believe I go for, Last Resort. And then we XYZ summon into Princess Sprite. And this is where I got kind of lucky. I just drew a Monster Reborn. I run like a lot of spells in the deck. So the chance of hitting a spell is actually very high. And activate Reborn, bring back quick fix. And then I believe I add another Last Resort or a Big Red for follow-up. Yeah, Big Red for follow-up. And then turn that into a Link Rebo, I believe. Yup, into a Link Rebo. And then I believe I used the quick fix one more time with its own effect. Search again for my last copy of Last Resort. I do run 2 copies of it. And now from here we can make, with these 3, an Appaloosa with 3 negates. Pretty good. And then with these 2 level 1s, I can make the new, well, not new, but the Lyrilisk and Send Blue Robin. This card's insane. Every time you're so if your opponent special summons a monster, you just bounce it back, and it's not once per turn, I believe. So this card is pretty good. And then obviously we have enough fuel in the graveyard for Sleeper, and we have Big Red for follow-up. So pretty insane. You had 3 negates with Appaloosa, 2 pops with Sleeper, and 2 bounces with the Lyrilisk. This is as good as this is probably the best board you can make with this deck. So yeah, let's just go on to the next test hand. All right, on to number 3. We got, so this one I believe is not as strong as the second combo that I just showed you, but it's like the similar board. But opening hand, pretty good. Foolish Spirit Goods for Mission Rescue, the reborn of the deck. I also don't mind drawing it because that means I have access to it, so it's really good. So now the same thing like always. If I guess Super Agent, and my camera just crumbles. So the same thing about Super Agent. If I guess it wrong, which I'm assuming I do, I just normal summon it. But in this case, we're going to do quick fix. Because I guess I thought this line would be better in some ways. Interesting that I thought this way. Oh yeah, I know the line. We're going to make Barricade Board Link 2 guy that discards for free. Yep. Shuffling my life away. That's what's happening right here. Taking my sweet ass time. Okay. Yep. And then link away for your boy Link Garibo. And then banish Mission Rescue to get another quick fix on the field, and then add more resources. Resources, Jimmy. Resources. Alright, and then we made those 2 for the Barricade Board Blocker thingamajig. This card's pretty good because you could just discard for free. You don't need the specific targets that it mentions, like on the spot. So it's basically free. And then you get gear, and now you have information. Stack the top 3 cards, and then Agent is on the field. And now it can go insane. Make double helix. You have intel of their deck. You probably need to grab Sleeper. Sleeper is probably the move. Yep, because we need access to Sleeper. Since it is Sleeper Turbo, you know. Keep in mind that this is a fun deck, guys. And I know that I am doing some test hands, and I know that I could get interrupted by a lot of hand traps. But keep in mind that I am not playing through them. I'm just seeing what plays I can do without them, essentially. Because that is how I like to play. And then Big Red. And plus, this deck loses to, like, 2 hand traps. And, like, you know, it's just not good. Like, they just crow my quick fix and, like, come on. I'm not going to put myself through that type of stuff. And then use our second rescue, summon drones. So yeah, here we don't make like the best board, but it's a very similar board that we built on our last test hand, but instead of 3 negate Appaloosa, we'll only have 2 negates. So
we're gonna make
here, boom, 2 negate Appaloosa. So that's basically the entire thing about this deck. It's just getting Appaloosa, Sleeper, and then if you get lucky, you can summon the Lyrilisk guy.
Summon Sleeper. We got exactly 3 spirals.
But yeah, deck is fun. It breaks a few times, but hey, it is what it is, right? This deck is mad fun. You guys should try it out.
So 2 negates with Appaloosa, 2 bounces.
Yeah, this deck is great. Konami unbanned Spiral cards. Peace.